Hello, in this video I'm going to teach you about batch scripting and its use in a CyberPatriot competition. Now, batch scripting is a useful tool that's built into Windows, and it can be done in any text file in many different text editors. And its main purpose is to run a command line interface that automatically runs through a list of commands that you create inside the text file, and it can automate a lot of administration processes on a computer, such as this file I have right here on my desktop, which, as you can see in the very middle, is a command line command that tells the computer to set the minimum password length in security policies to 8 characters. So I'll close out of this, right-click it, run as admin, and it opens up a command line interface, says the command completed, and press any key to continue. Now I'll open up the security policy menu just to make sure that it worked. I'll go to account policies, password policy, and yeah, it enabled itself. So that's just one of the many useful features of batch scripting. Batch scripting can be used to set firewall status, do other security policies, and many other things that just the basic command line can do. Basically, whatever command can be run in the command line interface can be run in a batch file. So you can also change directories, do a lot of other stuff that you can do in command lines just inside of a text file. Now I'll show you how to make the batch file right here. So you can just right-click on your desktop to make a new text file, text document, name it whatever you want. And then when you name it, make sure that you change .txt to .bat. This saves it as a batch file. You can ignore that warning, right-click it, click Edit. So now you're into the main batch file editor. You can use any basic word editing program like Notepad, Notepad++, all the basic programs. Notepad++ is actually a really good tool to use because it'll give you so many different tools you can use while scripting and programming. But for this video, I'm just using Notepad. So the first command is @echo-off. You normally want to start off all bash scripts with that for CyberPatriot because it'll run through what it's doing, a lot of what it's doing at least in the command line, so you can see what steps on what. And you also may want to end your command, or your script, with the word pause. This makes it so, like you saw when I ran my one from before, it makes it so you have to press a key to continue instead of automatically closing the terminal, so you can go and see if anything that you may have tried to do failed. So I'll just type in the command that I used in the other script, netaccounts/min pwlen 8, and that is really all you need to do, I believe. So I'll close that, right-click it, run as administrator, and it completed successfully. Now you can also do some other fancy things like changing the color and stuff like that. I'll just show you what it does if you don't add @echo-off at the start. So it gives a bit more detail in what it's going through. If you turn @echo-off, it'll actually list the command when it's run. But if you do put @echo-off, it'll be easier to read. Now, if I remove pause and save it, and close out of it, and run it as administrator, you can see it flash for a very quick second, command completed successfully, and then immediately close. So, and another bit of last couple tips. Spacing does not really matter much in bash scripting. It's just a tool for easier readability. And another one is commenting. Commenting is a feature in most programming and scripting languages that just allows you to include small comments and text without it having a consequence in your program. There are multiple ways you can do this in bash scripting, but my favorite way to do it is REM. So you just type REM, and then you type a small comment to describe what you do. This is useful if you are giving someone else your program or script, or if you are working on it and then you come back later without remembering where you left off. So I'll just type minimum password length right here, save it, close out of that, right click, run as administrator, and so then another thing you can do if you don't want it to comment in the script, because this will only comment in the script and not in the terminal. So if you want it to talk in the terminal, what you do is type echo, save that, close that, and run that. And then, as you can see right up here, it says minimum password length, and then right after the command completed successfully, press any key to continue. And that's it for a quick basic bash scripting tutorial. These are very useful in CyberPatriot competitions. They can have a huge effect on timing. For example, if you wish to have more time to look through other stuff, then you can just run those bash scripts and it'll automate a lot of work for you that can be tedious or unnecessary. Thanks for watching the video. We have a lot of other CyberPatriot tips as well as general cybersecurity knowledge over on our YouTube channel. And thanks again for watching.